Hello, everybody. I think I'm finally here now. I'll make sure. Oh, let me get started. Let me listen for my audio and make sure you can hear it. All right. Good. Hello, everybody. I see people's here. Hi, Copper. Going to be lurking on the TV. Partied with Christian, but we will be available to party during second hour. All right. And if you can use your chat when we do meet up. You mean the chat, the voice chat. Is that what you mean? Alright, so here we have started. Well, sort of. I gotta open the game first. So I had to pick up a prescription, and then I had ordered a filing cabinet. I had to pick that up. And the prescription I really needed, and I was in line for about 20 minutes just to pick up that. And it's 115 here. So it's kind of annoying sitting in the car. You have to keep your air conditioning going, even though I'm not there. Hello, Cloud Gamer. Welcome in to Palia. Sorry I was a little bit late. Take a drink here. Alright, so today, I always have my best ideas in the shower. And my idea today was to use this stream to help new players, because I see a lot of conversations in the chat here, and a lot of people just seem confused. I see people finding my channel because they're searching for beginners, Palia guide, things like that. So I decided that this is the best approach, because then people can be in the chat to ask questions and realize that you can watch a lot of YouTube videos or Twitch videos, or you can search all over the internet. You can go to Reddit for answers, but I'm going to try and put a lot of it in here. But I'm not going to go into specifics like how you complete quests or how you unlock things, because I just don't have time for that. But we're going to start with, I just happened to be at my wild animal sanctuary plot, and this is actually in the plot that's in the tours this week. You can come and see the cute little animals that are hanging out in their pen. But this is actually my second plot. So we're going to go to my first plot, and I will explain that. My first plot is the Fun Flower Labyrinth, and when you start the game, you are given a plot. None of this is on there. It is just a blank slate. You got rocks, you got trees. It is up to you to decide which ones to remove from your property and which ones to keep. Hello, Nick Gamer. Welcome in. We're giving a Palia lesson today. Alright, so the main important thing to remember about your plot is once you get rid of the rocks, you can never bring them back. You can't move them. So if you get out your pickaxe and you start hitting them, that's it, bye-bye, they're never coming back. I'm really hoping that Singularity 6 changes it at this point. And so I wanted rocks in my property, so I worked hard to at least keep a couple. But I only have a couple. As you can see, there's a couple over here. And the main reason is, when you put the buildings down, which you have to unlock later, when you put the buildings down, you can't have anything in the way. So all the rocks have to be gone, all the trees have to be gone. So, you know, it depends on how many houses or how many buildings you want. So keep that in mind. And then the first thing you're going to get is this tent right here. That is it. They're going to give you this tent. They're not going to give you the houses. You have to earn the houses. You do that by earning money. And I can't remember if it shows you how much money you have. Let me look. Hello, Debbie. Welcome in. Yes, it does. All right, so I have about 135,000, whatever currency, whatever they call the currency. And I have, you can see the little flower symbol there. That is renown. And I have over 1,000 of that. You collect that by doing tasks. And in this menu system, it's going to show you what's in my inventory. It's going to show you what items I have to use with the various tools. So that's going to be like the bags. These bags are for bug catching. The worms are for fishing. And these arrows are for hunting. And these are flares. And we'll talk about the flares later. This tab right here is for all of your quests that you do, and you find things while you're doing quests. That is where it keeps it. So if you go and talk to somebody and they're like, here's this item, help me with this, and you can't find it in your inventory, it's because it's here. So everything everybody has given me is on this tab. This tab shows all of the, I don't know exactly what you call them. They're help me out, maybe Jan or Debbie with what you call them. But they're basically, you have the fishing and cooking and gardening, mining, hunting, bug catching, foraging, furniture maker. You start at essentially 0, I'm guessing. And then as you do these things, you start accumulating points and you start to level up. So obviously in this one, the one that I've done the most is cooking. And that's because I used to take part in what they called cake parties. And you go over to somebody else's plot. And I know Jersey hosts these on Wednesdays. It's a member stream if you happen to be a member of his. People come over to the plot. They're given tasks to do. They always give the new people the simplest ones. And then you get extra towards this cooking. So that's why I have so much. And then furniture making and foraging are my next highest, because those are the ones that I have been doing the most of lately, because to make things, you have to forage to get them. And then this tab right here is for things that you've managed to accumulate towards fishing, helping you fish. Your glider, which you don't have to start, you have to unlock that. Whether you get a pet, which you have to purchase. Hello, DD, welcome in. I'm glad to see all of my regular Palia players here to help me. I appreciate that. Romance pins are empty because I'm really lazy when it comes to talking to the NPCs. These are like the villagers, not the real people playing. These are the people that they've built into the game. I'm really horrible at talking to them, so I have not unlocked that yet. And then this is what all your tools are. And these are blue. These are exquisite. That's the highest you can get. You're going to start off with really low level ones, and you're going to have decreased ability to do things because of that. Especially the axe. So the axe is extremely important. We're going to talk about flow trees later. You're going to be very limited with flow trees, so we will get back to that. Just realize you have to work towards this. You don't start with it. It goes back to this tab right here. You have to reach a certain level. All right, now in the upper left-hand corner there, it says my name. It says Copper Valor. And it says focus. And my focus is pretty low. I left it low on purpose. And as you work towards these goals here, these hunting, bug catching, foraging, furniture making, you accumulate more points if your focus is higher. So here you can see it says focus bonus, 45%. So let me see. I've never actually looked at it after eating. So let's try eating something. And then I'm going to go back into there, go back into my inventory. Let's go back to that tab. Oh, it still says 45%. So that doesn't appear to have anything to do with it. But you see that my focus says 621 out of 90. And you can actually increase your focus, and we'll talk about that too later. So I think I have covered everything there. Then we're going to have a map, and there's nothing on the map right now, so we'll cover that when we get to Kilima. And then we have quests. And the quests are important because as you talk to the NPCs or the villagers, they're going to give you things to do. So you can see they have their pictures on them. And that means that particular villager has given you something to do. So like this one, Fishing 101, it says, meet Einar, the village fishing expert. So you have to go to them and they'll give you whatever they want to do. So as I complete them, they are moved to completed. Now I have a couple here that I have not completed, and you can pin them up or pin them down. So if you pin them down, they're not going to be on your screen. So I'm going to pin it here. So I'm going to press my A button. Am I stuck? Hold on. Let me say main. There we go. All right. There we go. All right. So I'm going to pin it, but it's not moving. Let me get rid of this one. Yeah, it's not. Let me get out and try it again. It's not working. Let me try it. Skill levels are what you were talking about earlier. Sorry, I was gardening in game. All right, thank you. All right. Yeah, so the main, those are the ones that are actually active. And yeah, it's not letting me. Let me go back to the main screen. No, it's not. I'm going to try again later, but you can actually pin them to your screen. So when you're running around, you can see what tasks you have to do. All right. Then another important thing, I have a video about this, is you have another menu, and I can only cover on the Nintendo Switch because that's how I play, but it's on your left controller. There's a large circular button at the top end, not the back, but the top part of your controller. It's a large circular button, and if you press that, it opens up a housing menu. And you can see when I go over the houses that it's going to light up, and it's going to basically ask me, what do you want to do with this? So you can do various things. If you want to learn more about that, you can go look for my older videos. I do have one. But if you go into, it says show stored items X, if you press that, it will show you all of the available items that you can place. So, like here, I have this porch that I can actually attach, and you see that there's this green knob there, and then you see on the house, it has all of these white knob or yellow knobs. That is telling you where you can attach porches. So in this case, I could attach it here, except the building is in the way. You can see it's red around the edges, which means there's something in the way and you can't place it there. So let's try it here. You could place it there, but there's something in the way. Basically everywhere right now I have something in the way, but it's showing, let me see, because I have bay windows everywhere. It's actually saying that I could place it here if I really wanted to. So you see the outline is green, it is not red. So keep that in mind as well. You can also pick up buildings when you're in that mode, and you can put them in your inventory. So I'm not going to do that, but it's covered in the other video. So that is what I'm going to talk about for the plot. Basically, you can do anything you want with your plot. I mean, within reason, within the items that you get. You can custom build things. So like I have a tree over here that I have custom built right here. So here, I'll run up a little bit. Or behind me is a house, and you need building material for the house. So let me jump off here. I'm gonna go show you the building material real quick. So you're gonna kind of earn the ability to get these in game, and here you craft items. So you're gonna need this craft bench. So here, like it says basic smelter, and it says ready to craft. you need these items, you can say yes, and then it'll build it for you, and then you can build items. So you're going to earn different things in game here. I get this question a lot in chat, so I'm actually going to show it to you. So this is the fabric loom, and by catching certain insects, you earn silk thread. And we're going to demonstrate that later. Once you get the fabric loom, you put the silk thread into the loom, and it's going to tell you on the left. See, it says you need 5. So you put in 5, and it starts to make silk. So the same thing with the cotton. I don't have enough to show you. It's going to say you can make fabric. You need 2. Well, I guess I do have enough. Here, you need 2 cottons, and it's going to make a sheet of fabric. You can also do the same thing with leather. You get the hide from killing animals, and you put 1 of those in there, and it makes leather. You can also unlock this to craft preserves. Here you can see I've made some preserves. Let's say you can put anything in there. Let's put some onions in there. It is now making pickled onions. You can sell those for profit. You can see over here all the things that I have unlocked, and I think pretty much they all take 1 thing. So like 1 blueberry, 1 apple, 1 carrot. You can make various things. This is for wood planks. That's also something you can buy and earn. I think that's actually a quest that you do with one of the villagers, and you unlock it due to the quest. And you can put wood in there, and it'll cut it into a wood plank for you. This is a higher end version of the exact same thing, so it'll just go faster. Let's see, that one was 1 minute and 16 seconds. That one was 2 minutes. So it just cuts some time off of it. Then another thing you can get here is you can repair tools. You need to use this crafting bench right here to craft. And here, this one right here, it has all of your tools. So you would go in here, and it tells you what you need to use to craft it. I don't want to use my palium bar there, so I'm just going to craft 40 kits using this bench, and then I'm going to come over here, and I can, oops, it's going into the wrong thing. It's going to the thing behind it. Repair tools, and then you can either repair all. I don't have enough of those repair bags for that. Or you can just go into a single thing and just press the A and repair that. So that is what that's for. That's also, you have to buy that and earn that. And then this one you can craft glass. So you can also make light bulbs. Here you put 2 glass panes in there to make a light bulb. Make note, it takes 20 minutes, so these things can take a while. Here you can put in things that you forage, and it'll make stone bricks. And I actually have 2 because I do this a lot. So like I'm gonna put in some copper here. You need 5 copper. It's gonna make a copper bar. So you're gonna need all of those tools to build that house. You're gonna get the plan for the house. You're gonna decide where to put it. It's gonna make you make the stone bricks, the wood planks, and I can't remember what else you usually need. You usually need something else. Once you furnish all of those items, then it'll start to build. And then, I guess the last thing we have over here is a kitchen. I also have a video about the kitchen. And you need really at least 2 of everything. That would be my suggestion. So 2 stoves, 2 ovens, 2 prep stations, and 2 mixing stations. So I will not go into cooking. I have a video about that. But if we have time later, I can always show it to you. Alright, is there anybody in chat that is new to playing and has a question about the plot that I have not covered? And while you're thinking about that, I'm going to go over and show you the boards that are outside that plot. So I'm going to give you a minute to post that in there. Alright, so this is the outside of your plot. You can't do anything out here. Nothing unless You use the building blocks and the flooring. You would, that's like a special case. You're going to have to watch other videos to figure out how to do that. I won't cover it because that's kind of like advanced. You probably don't want to do that until you're an established player. But I have seen some pretty fancy things actually outside of this, but it's a special case that you have to learn how to do. Oh, I forgot to do this. This is the mailbox right here. So you open the mailbox. And here I got a coin from Zeki. I will talk about that. But then under read, you can see that the villagers, the NPCs, will also send you mail that you have to read. So in this case, she said, please meet me at your soonest convenience. So she's saying she wants to talk to you. And so that is going to be in the mail that you unlock. And then here, this is where you sell things. So, for example, I can sell those pickled corn that I just got, and it will give me 360 gold pieces for that. So that ships off, I think, twice a day. And then I also have composters here. This is how you get worms. So you put things in there. You can put pretty much anything in there you want. Although there's some things like meat. If you do a lot of hunting, you get a lot of it. So you can put that in there. It's going to take an hour. And then you can pick up, it'll give you worms, and it will give you fertilizer for growing. There it is. It just sold. And then I do have some farming plots here. Everybody does their farming differently. You can grow things there and sell them. That cotton there, you're going to want to keep it so that you can make cloth. You'll also later in the game earn the ability to do apples and blueberries. Stuff is picked up at 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. Alright, so it's 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. in the game. You can see the clock up there in the upper right-hand corner. It moves a lot faster than normal time. While I'm here, I'm going to go... I keep a secret garden back here specifically for cotton. So, this is like... I don't think anybody's going to come back here. So whenever I do the tour plots, then... I don't feel like they're going to come around here, and I can pick it, and they can still see something really good. Oh, and these, there's so much to show on the plot. These, you have to build. You're going to get the plans to do these, and you can put items in there. You get a maximum of 10,000 storage once you upgrade it. And then this is a lockbox, which I highly suggest getting it at your first earliest convenience, because you can lock different things in there. So like if you go and catch an insect or a fish that you've never caught before, you can put it in there and it will preserve it so that if any of the villagers want it at some point or you need it at another point, and I'll go over that when we get to Kilima, then you're going to have it in there and you're not accidentally going to cook with it or sell it. Alright, so back what I was going to do. These two boards over here. This is, if you know anybody else that plays here, you can go and visit their plot. So there's Jan and Christian and Debbie. They're all in the chat right now. I could go over to their plots if I really wanted to. And then this board over here is for the new tour board. And you can go to just random plots. Or here is mine. This is the one that's currently in there, which is the Wild Animal Sanctuary. But if you know a specific person to go that you want to go visit, like say somebody in chat says, hey, somebody please go to my plot and vote, you would go into this screen, you would hit the X, and you would put their name in there, and it'll take you to that plot. Oh, and then the watering can here you can see when I go to pick the watering can, there's a blue line on the kind of right side, kind of like northeast side. That's telling you how full your watering can is. You can go to any water source, and it says X fill watering can, and fill it, and now it's full. You can also, later in the game, much later in the game, unlock a well, but that takes a long time. Alright. So nobody has asked any questions, so I'm going to head to Kilima, which is through this gate right here. How am I doing so far? Everybody that plays? Oh, I didn't go far enough. Hold on, let's go a little further. Dee says, I like how we can access regular or locked storage from either type of chest. I did not represent that in there. Alright, good. Doing great. So mainly this is not just for the people watching the stream. I'm getting a warning, by the way, so I don't know if this is kind of glitchy or slow. But yeah, I am getting a warning from OBS, so hopefully that's okay. But I also mean this for players that can go back and watch this later. Sometimes this can take a long time. There was a glitch going on in the system at one point. You try to log in the game and it would say, there's 1,600 Palians ahead of you. I have never, oh my gosh, I have never... Oh, I was going to shoot it, but it ran away. I have never seen a Sarnuk up here. Ever. Alright, there it is. Can we shoot it? Is it going to come back? Demonstrate shooting? Come on, come back. Alright, I guess not. Alright, so when you first start playing the game, the first thing you're going to have to do is go into town. It's going to say, hey, go into town. I remember that much. So you're going to come out here and say, where the heck am I going to go? There, come on, just stay there. No, I want to shoot it. Is it going to come back this direction? Nope. Yeah, it like got lost in here. Okay, well I'm going to let it go. But anyway, so the first thing you have to do is you have to go downtown. So you're going to come over here and you're going to go down here and you're just going to follow the path. I actually haven't done this in a really long time because once I got the glider, I started gliding down here. Okay, so this is the village. I don't remember where it sends you at first, but I'm gonna go to each of the different buildings real quick and tell you what they are. Alright, so this is the library. You're gonna find Gina in here at certain times of the day. And I don't remember the librarian. There we go. Eloisa is the sister, and Kaleri is the librarian. So Kaleri works in here during the day. If you come at night, she will be gone. Eloisa is her sister. You can buy things, mainly books, from the store. So for your plot, if you want to put books in a bookshelf, you can buy them here. And here you can see Kenyatta is here. That is the mayor's daughter. I will show you where she normally is as well. But you can see there's books laying around, and you can press here the A8 to read it. It'll just give you facts. One of the things that I've heard people say is they wish they had read these kind of things more. And I will warn you that some of these things actually unlock quests. So if you happen to stand next to something and it says read, or it's sparkling, which I'll show you later, then it may be trying to unlock something that you need to do. So if you can go and you can talk to these players, these NPCs as they call them. You will chat with them. They will say something to you. Sometimes it gives you options what to say. Other times it'll just, say, oh, say this back to her. So she's saying, be honest, do you think it's weird that Hecla always follows me around? I'm going to say I think it's sweet and respond to her. And then she responds, and you can see there's above the text there's like 2 hands shaking and it says a 3. That is my friendship level with her. So to get out, I'm going to say B, but I can also give her a gift by pressing X. And nothing right now in my inventory shows that she wants. If it's something she would want for that week anyway, it has a thumb pointing up. Like you're giving a thumbs up, it'll have a thumbs up next to it. So I don't actually have anything that she wants right now. And you can press the Y. It looks like I've done that already this week. Well, actually, let's get out of here. Let's go back in. Let me see if it lets me press the Y. No, it doesn't. So sometimes you can press the Y and you can ask them what you want, or they'll tell you what another NPC wants as well. And let's see, I'll show you relationships related to that. Here are my relationships. So you go in here, it'll tell you what level you're at. You can also see if you have asked them what they want. It'll say weekly wants. It won't fill that in unless you've asked them. So you can see that thumbs up thing. It'll have that same picture if you happen to be carrying something that they want. So you can go to all of them and it shows you how close you are. You can see with her, I'm pretty close. Let's see, with Hacian, I'm pretty close. Hadari, Gel. I've really been working on Gel lately. But I have nobody that's really close. So I just switched over to Sabira. That's why I actually have a task. So let me see if that task works now. Go back to the quest, see if I can bring that up forward. There it goes. All right. For some reason, it wouldn't work on my plot. So I actually have 2 quests. One is talk to Tamala. The other one is hunt for a proud horned Cernic. So now, if you go to my screen, now it actually says hunting for meaning and underground affairs. Hello, April, honey. Welcome in. I actually caught on to it being Monday today. Well, you've been a little busy. You are definitely forgiven. Okay, so keep in mind that sometimes there are things to do in the different rooms. So you should definitely make sure and look around, see if anything is sparkling. Here is one of the other NPCs. We can talk to him. Here it just doesn't give me a choice. It just says chat. But see, I can press Y in this case. And it says, if you have any rice, I would like it. So if I happen to have rice in my inventory, it would show the thumbs up, which I don't. Alright, and then he also has a shop. Oh wait, that's giving him a gift. Alright, so that's not a shop.
May the dragon
so we'll get out of there. We will go... Oh, this is Hecla. Hecla is always with Gina. That is who Gina was saying, do you think it's weird that Hecla follows me around all the time? You're always going to see Hecla next to Gina. Alright, this next building right here is the furniture shop. This is, you can come in here, the items change daily. Sometimes you're going to see the same items just over and over and over. They don't change out. But for like instance, I don't think I've ever seen this Ravenwood armchair here. If you don't want to bother with making it, you can buy it for 1,200 gold. And that's it. So yeah, all of these items change daily. There's also a cash register here, so you can open that. You can buy furniture modification kits, which I've actually never done. I mean, I bought them, but I've never used them. You can change the color of furniture. So if you've ever gone on a tour of somebody's plot and the furniture that you've made is blue, but theirs is red, that's why. They've used a furniture modification kit. For all of those people that have not yet earned how to make the leather and the fabric and the silk, which is the loom that I talked about earlier, you can also buy it here. You can also buy these, the wallpapers. You can also, this is where you would buy the recipes to make the storage chests. You can also buy for fencing. And I guess that is it. I don't see anything else. Go all the way down there. No, that is it. Alright, so that's what this store is. And Trish works in here, but she's not here. It is 10:50 p.m., so she has left the store. You need to play... Oh, buy a bunch of those, the wallpapers. Alright, so this is Zeki's store. This is one of the most important places that you can go for various reasons. First of all, there's a cash register here. And when I went into my mailbox, I picked up something from Zeki. He gave me a coin. And this is what the coin is for. So there's a machine here. There's another machine I'm going to show you. You put the coin... Let me get out of here. Put the coin in the lucky coin machine here. It's going to give you something in return. You go here, you open it, and it gives you items. So to earn those coins, you go to the cash register every day. So once a day, you can come here and buy something. So the store, you can buy arrows, smoke bombs, worms. You can buy, these are for growing the vegetables, so you initially buy the seeds here, and then once you buy the seeds and plant them, then you can make more seeds. And I didn't show you that because I actually don't have that on the plot that we went to, how you actually make more seeds. You can also buy furniture. So one of the things in the game that it's going to ask you for is Hydrate Pro Fertilizer. I'll talk about that later. You can buy it here. And then these are all the items that you can use to bake and to cook. So flour, butter, eggs, cooking oil, vinegar, milk, salt, sugar, soy sauce. And then down here are things you can get by foraging and by hunting. But if you happen to need it, then you can buy it. The spicy pepper is important too. That's a good thing to buy. Alright, so what I do is I just come in here every day. I pick one of the cheap ones, usually like salt or sugar. I'm going to buy sugar. I'm going to buy it. And now, the next time my mail comes, Zeki's going to sell me or send me one of these coins that I used to put in one of those boxes. Alright, another important thing here is right here, and this is, I don't think it's going to work because I've already done it. You can increase your storage space, so you can see all the space that I have here. You don't start with that much. You can come here and buy more storage space. And then, let's see, what is this? Oh, this is for, I don't know, is that for arrows? I don't remember ever, oh, I remember, that is, sorry, I haven't done this in a long time. That was recently unlocked, that is this. So you used to have to keep all of this kind of stuff in your main inventory, so if you're going hunting, you didn't have room for anything you were catching because you had all these arrows. Now it's a separate slot. So this is all of the slots that I have purchased. I think you... whenever it first comes, whenever it first it's first given to you, you get, I think, 2 rows, and then you have to buy everything else. Increasing the tool storage, yeah, alright. I just turned in a corn and got the fun guy plushie. It's so cute. I don't even know what that is. Alright, anything else in here? I think this is all just for show. I don't think it does anything. But there is a secret room back here. Secret entrance. So we're gonna go back here, and right here, and I don't know if you have to unlock this or it's always here. Maybe you have to unlock it with friendship, but I'm sorry, I can't tell you. So you go down the steps, and then there's a bookshelf down here, and you have to pull open the bookshelf. This makes me feel like I carry an excessive amount of stuff. I carry 400 of each arrow and 800 smoke bombs. Oh yeah, this has made it so much easier now. And then I'm amazed when I run out of things. Because I'm like, didn't I have like 400 of them? I just realized it's the perfect time to go down here too. Waiting, waiting, waiting. You have 200 each. Hey, look who was in front of me. Did you just see that? Demetria was in front of me. That is DD. Alright, so DD is on my same server. Here is where Zeki is. Between the hours of 6 p.m. and... is it 6 a.m. or 3? I think it's 6 a.m. Or 3 a.m. I don't remember. Hello, there she is. That is DD from our chat with her pet. And you have to buy pets with real money, by the way. But he also has... let me try and go into his cash register here. Can I go into your cash register, sir? I can't. It's not letting me. But you can buy things... oh, there we go. In that cash register. So you can actually buy lucky coins. So those are the ones he'll give you if you just spend 10 gold. But down here you can buy them for 10,000. And then there's all these different items that you can buy. You can also buy the recipes here, which I've already bought. And I guess that's the same. This is everything tab, and then this is it broken up. So between the hours of 6 p.m. and 6 a.m., there are going to be items for sale here. So here it says 7,500. You cannot buy them outside of this time. So if you want to buy, you're not going to be able to find these items anywhere else but here. So, like, you're not going to be able to get a toilet in the game unless you come down here. Keep that in mind. This slot is always for some sort of screen. This is the other lucky box, so I'm going to put another coin in there, and here you get the things that are shown here. So you can get the fox, the mushroom, and the bird. So let's see what I get here. I got rice. Not that lucky. Alright, then over here is hotpot. And there are many, I'm not going to show it to you, there are many, many videos on hotpot. And it is only available when the shop is open at the same time. You go here, you press A to start the game. There's only 4 people per slot. Stealing slots happen sometimes. It's not always on purpose. People get really bent out of shape when you steal their spot. But sometimes people are invisible. You know, like here these people are invisible until you get up there. Sometimes you don't realize people are there. And you go into the game. And people get all mad at you. Alright, so here, this is where Reth is in the evenings. He is the guy responsible for the food. So that is this tab right here. It says Reth Cooking. So he's going to give you things to do related to cooking. You can also go into the store here and buy food. Ooh, I unlocked drinks. This must be the summer menu. This is new for me. So you can unlock recipes, and that'll be as you earn them. So you don't start the game and just automatically have all these recipes. You have to earn them. So you can buy them there. You can also buy food. Like if your focus is running low, you can just go here, buy a steak, and eat it, which is nice. I'm not going to buy these now. And then, let's see, there's fishing here. So this fishing is open in the game 24 hours a day, and it simulates the fishing in the caves. So we'll go over that, what the caves are as well, but you will get the same fish that you get in the caves. You're playing a hotpot right now. The drink showed up with the last update, but only in the underground. Okay. You can actually play these video games. When you play hotpot, you are rewarded with coins. You can take them here and spin the wheel. I don't happen to have any coins. It requires 2. You'll mostly get fireworks and ingredients, but sometimes you get gold or plushies. That's one of that plushie sitting down there. That's one of the plushies you can get. I have not gotten it. All right, and then the hidden thing in here is if you go... It took me a long time to even figure this out. I had no idea. If you go here and press A at this video game, it's going to take you to a secret space. My 9-year-old son had a high score of 412 in the chappa game. Well, I think I have a score of like 5. I have never been able to figure out that chappa game. And we're not going to do this. I'm just going to show it to you because you can definitely go down the rabbit hole with this game. Alright, so it's going to put you out in this weird room here. It drops everybody in there. You go through the gate. There's actually going to be a thing here. You read. It's going to tell you the rules. And you go through here, and this is an obstacle course that some really crazy employee of Singularity 6 came up with. And it's really hard. But I'm going to go around here. I don't want to fall off the edge here. Because I discovered you can go down here and you can watch people. This is like, down here is like kind of the middle. Up there. So you can look above your head. See, there's someone up there. You can watch people doing this. So even if you don't do it yourself, it's kind of fun just to watch people doing it. It looks like it changed. Did they change that? It looks different. I don't know. But it actually goes above your head over there, too. So it's really hard. It takes a lot of hand-eye coordination. The farthest I've gotten is that ring over there. I did not make it past the ring, and then I haven't done it since. Alright, so I'm gonna go back in. You can just go back the same way you came. Go back to the black market. Again, the black market is time limited. You can go down there and fish anytime. You can go and do the tower anytime. But, oh, and you can go and spin the wheel anytime for prizes. But to play hotpot or to buy the items, it's a time limited thing. It's a mushroom plushie. There's the fun guy mushroom. Oh, you mean the plushie? Is that what you mean? Alright, it obviously takes a long time to get out of here. Okay. We're going to leave there. We're actually going to go back the way we came, but there is another door here taking you to another location, and whenever I get out of here, I'll show you where that is. Alright, so we're going to go back up the steps, which are here, and it just works in reverse. I gotta hurry up here. I said the first hour, and I think just Kilima is gonna take me 3 hours. So I gotta hurry up here. Would have been going since about 6:30, I guess. Because I started late. Long time. Yeah, I tried the tower so many times, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm just not good at this. Alright. So back here. So now Zeki's gone because he's in the underground. Alright, next one. So this is the store where you have... Did I lose my game sound? I think I lost my game sound. Hold on. Yeah, because I don't hear anything. Oh, that's why. Hello? Alright. Now I hear it. Okay, I just had it off. Alright, I think I've got it. Alright, so this, you have to spend real money here. So if you don't spend real money, you're going to have a hard time earning friendship with Zell. So this is where Zell is. And I won't go over it just because it just costs a lot of money. Alright, and then over here, this is the inn. And Ashura here, he works the night shift. So he is only here overnight, and he does have a store. And so this is where you get the recipes. So this is, again, this is like a quest line thing. Like, you're gonna have to earn this, but you're gonna earn the sawmill, which I showed you earlier. You're gonna earn your tools. Let's see, the heavy sawmill, the fine axe, the dowsing rod, the exquisite axe. So he's gonna be the one you get all of this from. You can also come here and buy foraging stuff that you can just find out while playing. But if you want it for some reason and you don't have it, you can buy it. And then as you get higher level, you get these tokens that you can use to buy things. So that's what these are. So like this one would take 980 tokens. You can see I have 1970. Alright, he's going upstairs. And over here is another place you're gonna find the now I've forgotten his name. The cooking guy. Him, Wrath. Alright, so that's also another place you're going to find Wrath during the day. You're also going to find other NPCs just hanging out over here in this area. And then, upstairs are their rooms. This is Sabira's. You have to unlock Sabira. She is the one that wants me to hunt for a proud horn Sarnak right now. So I'm not going to go in there because it'll be just too confusing. And here is a guest room. And then the guy that was just downstairs, this is his room. So you have to earn your right to go into his room. Like here, I'm going to go into his room. But if you haven't earned that right yet, you can talk to him through the door. Yeah, I watched the video. Someone did it in 5.5 minutes. It was crazy. I posted one in my community tab. So there he is. I don't see anything sparkling in here at all. There is a quest that you unlock by looking at something on his desk. There's a letter that's kind of sparkly. So you go and look at it, and it gives you a quest. But I'm going to show that to you right now, what that looks like. We're going to go downstairs. So every time you go into a structure of some sort, look around to make sure nothing's sparkling. Because there's one downstairs that I did. I'm just going to jump down there. There's one that I did, and it's never stopped sparkling. So that's the one I'm going to take you down and show you. This is actually like a storage room down here. And again, you have to earn your way in here. So it's not always open. Alright, see how this is sparkling? Right here? This was actually a quest, but I've already done the quest. But for some reason, it's still sparkling. So I don't know if it's something that gets unlocked again later. But there's also a secret door down here. And it goes somewhere, but I'll let you take it when you get there. Alright. Back up, we'll go to the next one. I don't think I've missed anything in there. Let me know if I have. It's a glitch right now. What, that door is a glitch? Well, I think actually the one in the tower is a glitch. There's a door like that in the tower in Bahari, and I've been reading a lot of comments that that's glitched. Okay, so we're gonna go back upstairs. Oh, so that is Gel right there. So he works in the clothes shop. And I have trouble earning friendship with him because I don't buy anything. So I've really been working hard on that. This is where you can fix your tools. So if you don't have those bags that I showed you earlier how to make, you can go here and you can repair it with gold. So in this case, I'll just say, okay, repair it all, and then I press X to repair it all, and it's done. I also discovered, so when the NPC who is here, so there's an NPC that goes for this building, I forget her name now. When she's here, you cannot repair your tools. I discovered that. And then she also has a cash register. I ended up coming here. I finally gave up when I was building my maze. I'm like, forget it. I just bought like 30 copper bars because I was so sick of making copper. But you can buy all of these things in here. You can also get a work table. That's what I showed you earlier, where you make all these things. This is where you can buy all of that. Sefu, yes, thank you. Sometimes I forget their names. Alright, and then this is the last main building that I'm going to show you. And we saw that girl earlier that I said was the mayor's daughter. She is normally here. This is a very important cash register because whenever you get a plot, it's going to be a very limited area. So I said you start with a plot. But to make the plot bigger, as big as I had mine, you have to earn that right through renown. So as you do quests and hunt and fish and things like that, you earn renown. And then you have to come here to buy a writ, and then you can buy further squares on your plot. Unfortunately, I have it maxed out, so I can't show you that. To add in like the crafting table and the loom and the foraging thing and the thing to make the bricks, you have to buy crafting licenses. You are allowed a certain number before you have to buy a crafting license. Once you hit the point where you have to buy a crafting license, anytime you want to buy or anytime you want to add another one, you have to buy a new crafting license. This is also where you buy pieces to the house. So when you're ready to buy a house, you come here and purchase it. You can also purchase add-ons. You will also earn some of these items as you progress by playing the game. Like, I earned, I think, like a Kilima porch, and I think I earned a gazebo, and you can earn different size rooms, but you have to be pretty patient if you're gonna go that route. And then upstairs, I'm not going to cover, is the mayor and his wife. I also have a lot of trouble talking to them. Alright, so I'm going to now head... Let's see, which direction am I facing? Oh, this is the mayor's wife. Right here. I'm not going to talk to her. And then over here, there's this kind of farming building. There's the daughter again. Over here, Naoi, I don't know how to say his name. Anyway, he works on the farm, and he'll be standing here sometimes. Oh, and since I'm next to here, I'll show you this board. This is a fast travel board. There's very few of them, especially in Kilima. There's more in Bahari. So you click here, and you pay money to go other places. So, for example, I'm going to go to, let's see, I'll go to Leafhopper Hills. I'll pay my 50 coins. Oh, April, honey, I've never been able to work my rounder, so I don't know if that's a Switch thing or I just didn't hit that specific spot. Alright, so now it put me somewhere else. This is actually by the farm, and this is a good time to talk about the map, which I couldn't do earlier. The map will show you where the NPCs are at any moment. And say, like, here's the farmers over here. So this is the guy, I can never say his name. Nao. Anyway, so if you want to go to him, you can drop a waypoint. And then you go out of the map, and now he is on your map. And you can run towards him, and the distance will go down. So let's go to the map, and then it also shows the locations of that fast travel thing right there. It's a like a horseshoe there. It'll also show you all the different buildings, and it won't tell you what these are. Like, these are like gazebos, these are NPC homes, things like that. It doesn't actually tell you. But here is Gina over here. So that's what you use the map for. So there's a whole family of farmers, and they live here. Now, I'm going to go over here and show you why the locked chest is important. This little hidden space over here is unlocked once you start doing quests with the villagers. They'll send you on missions, and you unlock this temple eventually. It's unlocked fairly soon in the game. So Gina and Hecla are always in here. And I have already unlocked them all. I wonder if you can look at them once you're done with them. Let's see. Yes. Alright. So it wants you to collect items. I like to say put them into the wall. So if you ever hear anybody say, like, you know, put them into the wall or put them into the stack or whatever, this is what they're talking about. And you have to get all of these items to finish out the bundle. And when you finish out the bundle, you get some sort of reward. So that is these items. Each one of these is unlocked when you do a temple. And I will show you the temples as well. So there's 4 of them. I finally completed them all. And it unlocked this. in the middle. So that is not there until you complete all of the bundles. So what you want to do is when you open up one of those things, you want to go and look and see what you need. And then if you happen to get those, if you don't go right away, you should put them in the lockbox. Or you can go to, like, there's a Palia wiki site. You can type in like a search engine, Palia wiki, and it'll come up. It'll tell you all the items you need. So you can save them in the lockbox for when you need them. That's very important. Alright, now I'm going to go show you the first temple that you need to go to. I'll go really fast. So when you're running around... Here, I'm going to confuse you here. Alright, so I have a glider. Oh, this is good, actually. Can I catch that? I'm really terrible at catching insects. Oh, come on. Where'd it go? There we go. There we go. I hit it. This is one of the bug... Oh, did it just vanish? There it is. This is one of the insects you actually need for that one. Come on. There we go. Alright. You're going to need this insect. I'm just telling you. Fire-breathing dragonfly. And I said in this I would show you where to catch certain insects. This is where you catch that dragonfly. So keep that, not necessarily the spot, but this field in this area between about the pond, which is over here. There's a pond over there. And that space that we were just in, this is where you find it. Alright, so I'm going to head over to the first temple and show you. So there's different places to catch fish, and they break it up into rivers, ponds, caves, and oceans. And this is considered a river. So you will catch fish here that spawn in rivers. And you do not start off with the glider. That is earned. Alright, is it back here? I think so, yes. I'm going to see you all. I can't party up tonight, it's late, and need to eat dinner. Alright, well thank you, Christian. Sorry, yeah, I got a late start, and it's kind of late because I'm on the West Coast. But thank you for coming. Alright, so this is the first temple you're going to go to. It's going to give you a quest very early on. This is where you need to go. And it's not going to be unlocked. You have to do things to earn it. So, like, if you just start the game and run over here, you're not going to be able to do anything in here. But you're going to unlock this. I think this is open. But you're going to unlock things down here, and it's going to say, I want you to go here and do whatever. So you can come down here. This is also a good place to demonstrate the vines, too. If you see... Oh, they're not loading. If you see vines like this... Oh, maybe over here? Oh, there we go. Pressing the wrong button. You can climb them. So any vine that looks like this, you can press the B button and climb them. I don't know why they look so bad. But... yeah, so you unlock this during... I don't even remember doing this at all, but this is one of the places that you have to go. Hey, there's somebody in here. So I won't tell you what you need to do in here, but you do have to go in here at the beginning of the game. And then, later on, you're going to have to go down here. And this is what they call the Temple of the Waves. So if you hear people talking about the Temple of the Waves, this is where it is. Yeah, this door isn't always unlocked. You have to unlock it. I'm not going to tell you anything you have to do to get through it. But I'll just show you the end because it's important. Alright, so that's where you need to go. But the problem is you can't. Like, if you jump down, you're going to go into the water, and then it's just going to put you right back here. So you actually need that glider that I have been using. You need the glider to go any further. So there's my glider. And you have to earn that glider. So keep that in mind. I'm not going to go over there, but you cannot do this without the glider. Alright, I'm going to leave here. And I will also tell you in some of these places there may be hidden chests or hidden clues or hidden things that you need to do. So anytime you go into these temples, keep your eye out for things that you need to read or pick up or do. And that may be a scroll, it may be a pile of dirt, it may be a little electronic looking thing that's buried in dirt. It comes in many different forms. Alright, taking a long time to get out of here. Okay, then in Kilima, you're going to get... I don't think I'll be able to simulate this. Oh, there are Sernuk here, so you can hunt Sernuk. I'm looking for a rock. Where are the rocks? You can chop down these trees. There's some trees that are so big that you can't chop them down. Like this. So if they're really big, like these all you can, but you can't chop down every tree. No rocks over there. There's a rock. Alright. So Kilima has copper in it. So we're gonna... Oh, it's not working. There it goes. So it breaks it, it leaves a loot pile behind, you pick it up, and it gives you copper. Now in Kilima, sometimes when you do this, a bug is gonna crawl out. So you're gonna want to switch... You're going to want to have those bags here. These bags right here, you're going to want to have them. Try to catch it because there is a chance that you will get a plushie. April Honey, we're going to party up with copper in Bahari tonight. Well, if I can ever get there. Alright. So now I'm going to go this way. You're going to see several NPCs along this walkway right here, including this guy right here, Haitian and his dog, so you're going to want to talk to them. You're also going to see this kid right here. He is the mail. He delivers the mail. He also likes bugs. So he's part of the farmer family. And so you can see the NPCs just wander around, and you can talk to them anywhere that they're going. I'm slowly making my way to Bahari. Alright, let's see. This way? Yeah, this way. I'm trying to go to the shrine. Nope, wrong way. This walkway comes from where you live, by the way. This walkway, it's just going the other direction. I came down, I turned right. If you turn left, you go this way. Alright, so back here, and I'll show you the map when we get there, is a bunch of shrines. And this right here, so I showed you earlier under inventory, and it says focus, 585 out of 900. This is where you increase that 900. So it says commune. I'm going to give up 100. It sent me to 910 there. So this is where you go, but be careful with that because you need renown for other things, so you don't want to use it all. There's also, I was watching, and I don't know if I've completed it, I was watching a video today that said that if you go to all of the dragons, it completes like a task. And I don't know if I can't go that way. I don't know if I've done that. So there's a couple other things over here. It's supposed to be like one of those hidden things that you're supposed to do. There's a lot of hidden tasks to do in this game. And it says, like, if you go to the dragons, and you go to all of those dragons, it unlocks something. But I'm imagining I already did that. Alright, this area is, you don't need any more, and now I have 1,600 renown, nothing to spend it on. Okay. Alright, you're not going to party tonight? Alright. Okay, well, I will just talk. Yeah, it's going to get pretty late by that time. Okay, so this area right here is another important insect, and I will show you under collections. So here is where I don't have any saved outfits, I don't have any tools, not there. Not collections. Accomplishments. That's what we need. Alright, so under here, it lists all of the bugs. All the bugs that you can collect in game. And this one, spotted mantis, you can only get in this area. Right here. So that is, I'll show you on the map, right here. Maji's Hollow. That is the only place you can catch them. Alright, they need to come up with something new to use it for. Alright, so I'm going to go back this direction. There's another river over there, so you can fish. That counts as a river. Oh, Simulation Fluffy, hello, sorry, I missed you come in. I saw everybody saying goodbye to everybody, and I kind of missed, and I think I missed Angel Kitty coming in too. So sorry about that. But welcome in. Alright, where do I want to go? I want to go this direction. Alright, there are also many places in the game where it looks like it should go to somewhere, but it doesn't, like this. There's a door here, it doesn't go anywhere. We're imagining that at some point they're going to add something, but they have not yet. This, I think, is also a river. I'm guessing it's a river. But if we go to the map, this right here would be a pond. This right here is ocean. This is river. Looking for pond. I didn't take you to the other pond. This is another pond right here. And also, you know, when I was in here, this is right here. This is where that temple was. The water inside that temple is also considered a cave. I forgot to throw that out. So I think I'm good. I don't think there are any other ponds here. And then when we went to the underground, we were in under here. So it's like right here you come out. So if we would have gone out that other door, you know, I said there's this other door, but we're not going to go out. That's where you come out right there. So I think I'm going to skip all of this just to save time, but there's another Einar is very important to talk to Einar at the Fisherman's Lagoon. Very important to go there. And I did not cover the Bahari or the Kilima pile, unfortunately. Alright, so now I'm going to go over to Bahari. Is this a MMO? Yes, it is. It is. So, anybody that you see running around with names over their head, they are real players. And the characters that you can see on the map are what they call NPCs. Those are characters that are built into the game. they live in the town. So let's see, am I going the right direction? It's over here. Now I'm kind of lost at where I'm at. I get lost in this game so often because it is just huge. So in Kilima you can hunt for chappa, you can hunt for sernuk, you can catch bugs, you can get copper, and then there's different items to forage in here versus different things to forage in Bahari, which is where we're going now. So to get to Bahari, you can either use a fast pass, or you can go through here. Oh, you're free, Dee Dee? Alright. Oh, it's free too. I thought you said you're free. It's free. It's free, but you can spend money, but the spending money gives you no advantage over other players. So a lot of MMOs, if you spend real money, like I play Pokemon Unite, and you get a real advantage if you spend real money, but in this game you don't. Yeah, I started playing in December as well. Alright, so we are now in Bahari. This is where all the action takes place. I can tell you that most people play in Bahari. Kilima is really boring. And there are flowers that you can pick in this section anyway. I really like if I could get one of those insects to come out. There's another insect when you pick flowers in this section that if you catch it, you have a chance of getting a plushie. You're also going to see sernuks over here, and that is a chappa right there. So you can hunt them right there. You get loot. You pick up the loot, it tells you what you got. And for the sernuk that just ran away, there is a chance that you can get a plushie from the sernuk. Let's shoot the sernuk here. There, so I got a sernuk hide. You can put that in the loom and make leather. There are also a couple of NPCs here as well. So I'll show you where they are. Here, right here, this is, so in Kilima you got copper. Here you get iron ore. That's what you get out of those. You also get another mineral called palium, which if I see it, I'll point it out. But that is really important in the game, and you can also randomly get gold. So this is the house of one of the NPCs. Is this Hadari's house? I don't remember now. But this is his house. And I do remember there is a quest hidden in here. I've already done it, so it's not here. I believe it was like in this corner or something. Somewhere over here. So keep your eye open for little sparkles. There's also a quest you have to do right here as well. He has a daughter, too. So this over here is their work area. Hadari and Najuma. Yes, thank you. I'm really terrible with their names. So there is Najuma, that is Hadari's daughter. I'm not going to talk to her, but she's very upset because her father is very overprotective and their mother died. So, alright, so when you come through here, you have a choice to either go up here, or you can run around down here. Again, you have the same kind of fishing spots. You've got rivers, you have ponds. Each one is going to give you a different type of fish. You'll also get a different type of fish depending on what time of day you fish. They switch out, and there's a list on that wiki for that. So if you're interested in which fish can be caught at which time and which location, I highly suggest you look up the Palia wiki. So you can see by water, there's usually a lot of dragonflies. This is down here, this other animal. Ooh, that is a I call it a ghost chappa. I don't exactly know what its real name is, but you shoot it and it vanishes, but it can break up into multiple chappa, and it just gives you different kind of fur. That's all. It's not that exciting. And then, let's see. Oh, there was that muujin over there, I think. I think I scared the muujin away. It's really pretty. I can see why you like it, April. You're an April watcher. No, I'm still trying to get one of those bugs. Alright, well, we'll find some more muujin later. But you can get... The muujin actually go into trees. Let's see if I can chop a tree down. See if a muujin comes out. They live in trees. Nope. But you chop down a tree and you get loot. You can get pine cones, acorns, things like that. Alright, so I actually have to talk to her. So if I run into her, I will... Oh, here... Oh, I just missed it. That was palium. So that is like the most prized thing in the game is palium. That and gold. So what you're supposed to do, what's proper etiquette, is if you see it, you go to your bow and arrow, and you have flares. So you change that out. I didn't go over this. And you can point, I'm not going to do it, but you can point down to the ground, and you can shoot, and it'll send a flare up. So if I do anything worth finding, I will do that to demonstrate it. But yeah, so you just run around, you find insects, you hunt animals, you forage for resources of all kinds. And I'm going to go down to the coast down here real quick. Use the dispel arrow on the white chappas. It will split into 3 and sometimes stay still. Alright, well there is a tip right there. So this is the beach. You get shells down here fairly early in the game. I don't remember who. One of the NPCs is going to ask for shells. This is where you go. You're also going to get a lot of quests from Gina for masks and things. This is also where you go. You can pick up the oysters there and then open them. You get oyster meat and you can cook that for food. You will also find, although it's rare, you'll find coral. I don't see anything. You also have these glow bugs over here. They have the chance of giving you a plushie as well. And yeah, I don't see any coral. It's pretty rare to see it. But this is also where one of the random piles are. So the random piles will give you items every day. It's in a different location. Ah, look at that. It's always along the coast. It is always along this coast somewhere. So we'll look at the map. So here I am. That's where it is today. And I don't know if I've ever seen it down here. If anybody's seen this, let me know. But you can find it anywhere along here. This right here is an extremely popular location. That's where I find it most of the time. Today I happen to find it here, but it will change locations. So you can pick it up. And, oh, I got a quest. Cat's Paw Diamond. So it says, bring Zeki the diamond. So you can get items, you can get pieces of furniture, you can get vegetables. It changes every time, and for everybody it's different. So there is also one of these in Kilima, and I didn't show you where those are, but there is a website, I can't tell you where it is, I've never been to it, that tells you every day where these locations are. So you can look that up. And then you also get different fish by fishing on this coast versus fishing... Oh, that's another important point I didn't bring out. Alright, so this is an actual ocean. I forgot... Oh, hello, April. Hello. Anyway, this is an actual ocean, and I forgot that when you're in Kilima and you're on the coast, it's not an ocean. It is actually a lake. So keep that in mind. You're going to find lake fish in Kilima. You're going to find ocean fish in Bahari. I completely forgot about that. Been having the game since December. Haven't really started playing until 2 months ago. I just found April a few weeks ago. I've heard Angel Kitty chat about you a few times. Love how knowledgeable you are. Well, thank you very much. Well, there are people in this chat a lot more knowledgeable than I am, but they don't have a YouTube channel. So that's why I'm like, okay, maybe you can help me. You know, if I don't cover anything, maybe you can help me. This over here, I'm just going to point it out. I'm not sure if it is a glitch or it's related to something that's coming up in the game. This used to be, you used to be able to run through it or on it, and it has since vanished. I'm kind of wondering at this point if they're incorporating decay into the game, or whether it's not on purpose and it's just a glitch. But if you go up here, there is a lighthouse. So all the way up here, keep going up and up and up and up. There's also a few chests hidden in here. I won't go over where all the chests are. Way high up. So here, there is actually a couple of quests to do in here, where you go in here and there's something sparkling and you have to pick it up. And in fact, wonder if that was one of them. I don't remember. Yeah, that was part of one, the book, I think. And then an important thing to remember is just because you go into a building and you see something sparkling and you pick it up and you don't see anything else sparkling, that doesn't mean it's not going to change in the future. Because you may unlock something by talking to the different NPCs and suddenly something else will pop up. So, like, you can come in here and run around and see absolutely nothing, and you come back after you've unlocked something, and, oh, there's a note on this bench, and now it's sparkling. So keep that in mind. There is also another, whoops, there's also another secret door over here. Or is this the, oh, the trap door. There is a secret trapped door. I'm not going to go in there, but keep that in mind. You can also, as before, I did it accidentally there, you can climb these and get to other areas. So in this case, whoops, oh well, dropped off. But this case, you can go up there. It'll take you up there if you climb them. All right, so the temples. So now I have to do the temples, unless you'd like to, while everybody's available, if you'd like to do the difference between hunting in groups or foraging in groups and foraging alone, we can do that too. So let's see, steps going in Flow Fortress are not there on PC though. Okay. So maybe it's not a glitch. I mean, there's a couple other places I should point out as well once I get there. Okay, I'm determined to get one of these insects. No. Yeah, it's when you pick these flowers, you have a chance to get an insect coming out of them. Alright, so this is a good time to talk about single versus groups. Because I was doing this wrong, because I'm used to playing by myself. So if I play it by myself, see, I just went to that flower and picked it, no big deal. When you're playing with friends and you're linked up in a party, you can each pick it. So that one flower has now turned into 3 or 4 flowers, depending on how many people are in your party. So like, I would pick it, and then another person in my party would pick it, and then another person in my party would pick it. So you have up to 4 tries. And with each try, you get a chance that one of those bugs is going to come out. So keep that in mind. Alright, let me go back this direction. I feel like I'm so far away. There is... I don't remember if there was a temple over here. How do I get to the temple? Let me look at the map. Alright, it's way over there. So I'm really far. Can I do... It's not going to get me very far. If I take one of those to here, I'm a little closer. So let's do that. Take one of those fast travel things. This kind of reminds me of WoW Professions and Party Gathering. WOW? What is WoW Professional? I was hoping, yes, there is. Alright. This is Palia's elevator. There's a couple of them in Bahari. So I'm just going to show you what happens. So you take that to get to higher ground. So you just stand on it. That's also in one of the temples. I'll just throw that in. So remember that if you haven't done that. Okay, now I've got to find the temple where I'm going. I feel like I should just walk there at this point. Why don't I just... Because I feel like I'm like the same distance away, whether I take the fast travel or I just run there. Oh, World of Warcraft. All right. Oh, there's one of the muujins. So let's see if I can scare it into a tree here. Oh, I got flares. Remember after you use a flare to change it back out. All right, so I'm not going to shoot it because I want to see it jump into a tree. Come on. Jump into a tree. There it goes. And so then what you do, and this you want to do with a group. You don't want to do by yourself. So you're going to chomp down the tree, and then the muujin will run out. You can have people shoot it. So that is a demonstration of how, you know, you can do something on your own versus something with a group. Yeah, if you do it by yourself, it's just way too hard. Because then you gotta switch tools. And you can also, if you have enough people, you can have a watcher. Like, one person watches where it goes when it runs. Now, there's another one of those, what I call elevators. Oh, there we go. Alright, so the next thing I'm gonna cover is the ruins. You're going to find ruins everywhere, but in Bahari, you may be able to find bright shrooms, which are blue mushrooms, and you need them for crafting. There's no guarantee that you're going to find one, so you just run around. Oh, here's one of those, you know, I said the quest, it can be like a little electronic looking thing sitting in dirt. That's one of them. So that's what that looks like. So that is basically unlocking a quest. When you look at those, I've already done it. Yeah, I don't see any mushrooms here, which is rare, so I'm guessing somebody picked them already. Alright, so I'm gonna go up here. Where am I? Up. This is how, so I'm climbing by hitting the B button, by the way. No, I gotta go up one more. So you go to a wall, you go towards the wall, it automatically makes you climb. And actually, the first time I streamed Palia, it was pretty funny. You can go back and find it. I had to take a restroom break, and I put my controller down, and it started moving. And so I came back, so it started doing, like, it doesn't seem to be doing it as much now. I came back, and my character was climbing up the wall, and I didn't even know you could climb. So keep in mind that as you climb, your health bar is going to go down. You can press B to jump, but you saw how much it declined that health bar. So keep that in mind. If it's a really tall wall, you don't want to jump too much. Alright, so I'm heading this way because there is a temple down here. And this is one of the temples you unlock later in the game. So here it is. And there were, because these are ruins, there's also a chance for mushrooms here. And again, you have to unlock the glider, so you can't just run over here when you start the game and do that. I just don't see any mushrooms anywhere. Alright, let me check up here. You can actually climb up here. Oh, and by the way, to Simulation Fluffy's comment that it's a pretty game, it looks much nicer on PC. It doesn't look very good on the Nintendo Switch is what I'm playing on. Yeah, it's no mushrooms. How can I demonstrate mushrooms if there are no mushrooms? I have a feeling somebody came by and took them all. Alright, well maybe I'll find one eventually. Alright, so this is one of the temples that you need to go into. Oh yes, the weekly achievements. I will go over that too. You know, I don't think I've ever gotten 14 likes before. I mean, I've gotten 14 likes, but not during a live stream. So that tells me everybody thinks I'm doing a good job. So thank you very much. All right. So when you unlock this quest to do this temple, it is a flow gate. And you go through the flow gate. And this right here, these eggs, keep note of what order they're in, by the way. They're part of the quest. That's part of the quest. These eggs are part of a quest. And you go here. I'm just going to give you a preview. You're going to go in here. You got to use your glider, so you need the glider, but you're not going to unlock this until you get the glider. It unlocks an entirely new world. So see all this? I'm not going to show it to you, but this takes an extensive amount of time to do. You're not going to do it in one sitting. They added a map. It didn't used to have a map. It is no help whatsoever. I'll tell you that right now. But you can see all of those islands there. And yeah, allow many, many hours to complete this one. But that is how you get to it. So I'm going to head back down. Whoops. So this is unlocked by talking to Zeki. At some point, as you build up friendship, that's who you have to talk to. And the sisters, the two sisters that I introduced earlier, they are also part of this quest line. This is the hardest temple to get to. Alright, so I'll go and show you the accomplishments. So these up top here, there's a couple rows of them. How many rows? Does it stop about here? I think it probably stops about here, maybe. These change every week. You start over every week. So in some cases, you have to play with other players to do it. So that says mine 5 nodes with other players. Other times, you can do it yourself. So that says like react 5 times while touring homes and home tours. So there's a whole bunch to do. They start over every week. It's all progress quest based, or is there XP and skill points? Well, a lot of them are friendship based. Some of them are unlocked when you just find things around either Kilima or Bahari, like you go fishing and you bring up a quest. Like it's like, oh, you just unlocked this quest. Or like I went and grabbed that thing on the beach and it said, okay, now you got to take that to Zeki. And a lot of things are unlocked through friendship, through the NPCs. Oh, hello, Classy Cozy Gamer. Welcome in again. You're becoming a regular fixture in my stream. Thank you for that. But, yeah. So you unlock them in various ways. And I don't remember exactly what it takes to unlock each of the quests, but that will be in the wiki, so you can also look that up. And I'm good, Classy. I am doing an introduction to Palia for new players today. And the regular, oh, here's something too. And the regular members on my stream who play Palia are helping me when I forget to cover something. So this you don't want to... I accidentally fell in here once. I was running, trying to get somewhere. And oops, I fell in. So this is actually an alternate way to get to the mines. And I won't go that way because it's confusing. I'll show you how to get to the mines, but another way. Oh, there's a mushroom right there. So these mushrooms you can only find by the ruins. Okay, now I need to go to the other temple. I think that's on the other side, right? There are no other, just for clarification, I don't think there's any other temples on this side, right? Oh, Hideaway Bluffs. This is another NPC. Hacian, we saw him with his dog. That's where he lives. And then, oh, that's the 2 I already introduced. This is the other NPC, Tamala. That's the one I'm supposed to go talk to. Alright, so I'm gonna go to the mines, I think. I'm determined to pick a flower and get one of those insects. No. And another important thing to note, the insects do change out with the time. So there's different insects overnight in some cases than there are during the day. Alright, there's the mine over there. Oh, and I can't remember. Did you add it? Yeah, because I can't remember if I have Classy Cozy Gamer in my list. I thought of that today while I was at work. That I definitely need to add you if you're not in there, but then I literally like ran in the door and started streaming, so. You didn't do shift. I read that as something else the first second I read that, by the way. This is another way. It's my shortcut. I'm gonna try once more. No. This is my shortcut, actually, to the other side of Bahari. So I'll show you the map. It's divided into 2 sections, the south half and the north half. And there's an aqueduct that separates the 2. There's also the mines in there, so we're actually going to go to the mines. Come on. No. It just does not want to give me an insect. Oh, Grove C6. Because I wanted to show that. Where is that? Ooh. Oh. Alright, well we got to abandon the mines then. I don't think I can get there in time. Alright, so what they just posted was a flow tree forest. That is a group activity. You're going to need to upgrade your axe to get the most benefit out of it. But typically they chop the trees down at 3 if they're good players and know what they're doing. I may not get there by 3. So let's see if I can make it. I want to run faster. I don't know where the fast travel boards are. Come on, run, run, run. There's also one GH910. Oh, so there's 2 sets. Let me see. Is that closer? GH. Oh, that's pretty far too. Alright, so I'm closer to this one now. That's one of the bugs back there that gives a plushie. By the way. Alright, so this that we're going into, I was gonna show it later. But this is the what they call the flooded fortress. You come in here. Ta-da! It's another world. And there, you can see right there, you see all the pink? So even if I don't get there in time. So, flow tree forests emit that color band in the air. And so you want to look for that color band and head towards it. So I'm going to go, you can run and take out tools. I'm going to get my axe out. Let's see if I can make it. You can say in the chat, like, I'm on the way. I personally, I gotta heal here a minute. I personally, oh, come on. I personally don't do that unless I'm gonna be late. There we go. Alright, so you chop the tree once. And that's it. I think there's just 2. And then there's the palium. So they were talking about palium. So this is palium. It's blue. And she posted it, which is good. But it's one of the most prized things in the game. So ideally, you should flare it. But in this case, it's in here, so we don't flare things that are in the flooded fortress. Oh, there was one over here that I missed. Hello, Dee Dee. Dee Dee's over here, too. Alright, so there were 3, I think. Now, I will throw out that sometimes trees smaller than this, like this tree, can also be a flow tree. But what happens is Oh, is it not letting me chop it? It's not letting me chop it. What happens is you chop it. It's not letting me. And the tree gets knocked down and only one person gets the flow from it. So keep that in mind. So there's another area over there that you get flow trees, and it looks like there's only trees, but actually there's more. But whoever got there first has cut them down because it only took one chop. So keep that in mind. Alright, so everybody, I don't know why, everybody is still sitting here. Normally, they do it at 3. Sometimes they glitch out. So the tiny ones only take one hit, so they're all discussing. Someone's like, well, where are all the trees? And so I don't know what they're waiting for. Normally at 3 a.m. Alright, so they say, anybody else on the way? So normally what you'll do is you'll put in the chat, hey, I'm on my way, and sometimes they'll wait for you, but if you're too late, they'll just go. So I think we need to just start chopping, because nobody has said they're on the way. But then there's people in the game that don't really know how to play it, and they'll just chop down the trees, and they make everybody mad. Alright, so I'm just gonna say... Well, I don't have a question mark. So maybe I should... I was gonna type chop question mark, but my question mark doesn't... Okay, so they posted, we'll give you until 4 unless you speak up. So, that's good. But I will also throw in, if you don't like to play with other people, you can hit them once. I have a video on this. You can hit them once and then leave. So we could like be running around Flooded Fortress doing things. When they chop them down, you are going to see that bag up there at the top. It says 2 meters. It's going to tell you, okay, they're chopped down. Oh, there was one I didn't hit it. And you can go back and collect it. So keep that in mind. Well, okay, that is glitched, because I know I chopped that one. Is there, like, a pile glitched somewhere? No. I know I hit that. And I didn't get it. Alright, so I was glitched this time. Anyway, this is a whole another world for you to explore here. This is also a really good place to find the mushrooms. There's a lot of ruins here. Alright, let me catch up. I've been engrossed in lots of Animal Crossing New Horizons today. And Field of Mystera. I've seen a lot of people playing that. I haven't watched it yet, though. It will be called out as a flow grove, not forest. Yeah. Well, depending on who calls it out, I guess. It's the perk of being first. Oh, also, that reminds me, perk of being first is a rare bug. So a rare bug will appear to whoever gets there first. So try to be the first person there, and you'll see something that you don't normally get. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm assuming this is cross-platform servers. It is. So it started just as PC, then in December they rolled it out to the Nintendo Switch, and then they rolled it out to Steam just like last month, 2 months ago. Okay. So I'll also point out that for larger flow trees, you need other players. You can't do it yourself. For the really small ones, you can chop it down yourself. Now the question is, I get lost in here. Can I find the temple? Let me find, there is a temple in here, rare bug, or one of the magic animals. Okay, I think it's back here. No? No? Oh, here's the mine. That's the mine. There we go. So this is another one of those temples like the other one we went into. So, you're gonna unlock this. You can't just start the game and go in. So where it says enter ruins, until you unlock it, you're not gonna be able to do it. $17 likes. Oh my gosh, that is definitely a record. Thank you all. I mean, I get tons of likes for some of my videos, but yeah, live streaming is a struggle. Alright, so this, you don't just walk through. You have to solve a puzzle to get through here. But I'm just gonna go in and show you. I do have a video on this. Everybody calls it the Fire Temple for obvious reasons. So you have to unlock everything. I will tell you, you never have to go down there. I don't even think, I think I explored this whole area for chests and hidden items, and I went down there, like as far as I could go, and I didn't see any. But there's a whole bunch of different rooms that you unlock. You have to do quests for various NPCs. NPCs will accompany you on the mission to do it, and you have to solve a lot of riddles to get there. So here is another one of the rooms. Alright, so I gave you the preview. This is another one of the temples. And I do have a video on it, although it is not narrated. So this is one that I did without, like, I just struggled through it in like 2 or 3 hours. And I didn't record while I was doing it. I just recorded the video while I was doing it. I didn't do the audio. Alright, so we're gonna leave here. Won't give you any hints. Return to Bahari. So, another temple. So all of these temples that I'm taking you to, they will open up something in that room that I showed you with all the things on the wall, and you had to add the things in there to complete the wall. And they are all unlocked by doing these temples. That way. Alright, and realize that by crawling around on all of these old ruins here, you can find mushrooms, and you can also, I'm trying to find them, you can find chests. I'm looking for vines. I think they're over here. There they are. You can also climb these vines. So by climbing these vines, you can get up higher. So I'll show you again. You go up, it starts to climb, you hit B to jump, or you could just climb. And then some of them like wrap, oops. Some of them wrap around. So here, like, I'm gonna go over here, and then I'm gonna jump on here. So you can actually go up higher, and then go over there, and go up there, and go on a search for mushrooms. Alright, since I didn't get to go to the mine, this is one of the entrances to the mine, so I'll show you that. You 100% deserve so many more. Well, thank you very much. It's just gonna go longer than the 2 hours I planned, but we're not gonna probably have time to do a whole lot of, you know, playing with other players and demonstrating that, unfortunately. Alright, this is the prized fishing spot before they added the cave fishing spot in the underground where I went to that had the hotpot tables. This used to be one of the few places to catch the fish. So I will just demonstrate this. Alright, so you got the fishing rod. And here, if I press X on the Nintendo Switch, you can choose a worm. Obviously, you have to have worms in that inventory I showed earlier. Here, right here. So you have to have worms to do that. I don't know if you saw it. It showed the fishing line attached to it. And on the Nintendo Switch anyway, it's on the controller, the right controller. The button at the back bottom of the controller. You're going to do that, and it's going to put the fishing line out. You let go of it. And it's going to start vibrating like that. And then you reel it in. When it says, okay, now catch me, you're going to keep whatever that is in the center of those green bars. In that case, I got a chest. So you can open the chest. I got a... Oh my gosh, I didn't have one! Makeshift garden chappa. I don't think I had one anyway. What do you guys say? Oh, a good night, Dee Dee. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. I appreciate your input. Yeah, there it is. Makeshift garden chappa. I don't remember if I got one. So anyway, that is how you fish. You don't have to go into one of those circles. You can put the fishing rod anywhere. You're also going to find minerals to mine here. They stick out. So like that is one that you can hit. These ones you cannot. They're like very rounded. You can find... Oh, here's another clue. You know, I showed you the clue over by the ruins. There's another clue that's related to the same quest. I will tell you there are hidden areas in the mine. They're like hidden rooms. I won't go ahead and show you that. This is where we were earlier when we took that elevator, the Bahari elevator. This is another entrance to the mine. Alright, thank you for coming, Angel Kitty, even though you do not play Palia, so I always appreciate you coming here. Thank you very much. And I will see you another day. Oop, there's another entrance right here. Let's see where that comes out. Let's look on the map. Right there. And then right here is another entrance. So there apparently, I haven't seen it while running around. I did find it the other day. Yeah, you know, when I stream during the week, I end up going pretty late for most people because they have to get up for work the next day. Unfortunately, we can't all be on the same time zone. I wish we could all be in the same time zone. I can't find it right now. I was running around here the other day and I found a new door. And now I can't find it. It's in one of these somewhere. I think this must go outside. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna find it now. But there is a new door in here that you can't get into. So the speculation, of course, is that they're eventually gonna add something else. I think it's up higher. I think you have to go to another level to get there. Alright, so that is the mine. Yeah, you can mine in here, you can fish in here. There is palium in here on a frequent basis, so always look in here for palium. I came in here playing like last night and I found 5 different rocks with that really rare palium in it. And now I have to get out somehow. Where can I get out? Down here. Alright, so I have one more temple to show you. And that is right here. So is there a way to get there quicker? I don't see one. I guess there... No. There is no way to get there quickly. So I'm going to take the elevator. Go through here. So this goes to the northern section of Bahari. There's only, I guess, maybe three ways to get through. So right here to the other side. There's also one by the coast. So you have to go all the way to the eastern edge. There's one there, and then through the mines. And I think that's it. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. Am I going? I think I'm going the right direction. Yes, I am. See, it says 250 meters. So you can climb all of these. There's also, I'll kind of look from side to side as I'm running. There's a foraging material that you collect from the sides of the cliffs. And it's red. So I don't tend to look up when I'm running, so I miss it a lot. I don't see any right now. Alright, it's over here. So this is another temple that you have to unlock. And sometimes there's mushrooms in here, too. Because it's a ruin. Now, I'm sure they're probably next year gonna open up a new one. I'm sure they're gonna add another temple. They gotta keep people engaged. Did I miss anybody else going to sleep? Okay, so we lost Angel Kitty and Dee Dee. Do we still have Jan here? I think we still have Jan here. Alright, so this is another one. This one, for me, was the hardest one. And I'll tell you, I don't think there's anything else. There's another room over there, I think. the way to get through here, I'll show you this, is very unsafe. Can you imagine I have to do that without a hard hat? I mean, that is just really unsafe. So here's another one of these things. Again, you unlock it. But it unlocks a series of things you have to do that takes a lot of hand-eye coordination. Look at all that. And I had a lot of trouble with it. So I'm just telling you, it's going to take a long time if you don't have good hand-eye coordination. There is also built into these, in some places, special rooms where you have to do things in the rooms. So I'll just throw that out. There's also some places where they have a puzzle that you have to solve. So I'll just throw that out as well. So that is the last temple right now. It's garden o'clock and I'm here. Garden o'clock? Alright, is there anything else that I am missing other than the disco deer? I have to find a disco deer, and I should go and talk to her. Let me go, where is she? Talk to her, so she has something she wanted me to do. I was supposed to talk to her. So I just have to figure out how to get to her. So it shows the little flag there. It tells me how far away I am from her. And so I'm just running until I get there. Where are you? You're in the house? Because it's not telling me. Let me look on the map, because it'll tell me where she is on the map. Alright, it says she's like right... There she is! All I had to do was turn around. Alright, so then you talk to her. Alone. I heard you're developing a special draught? I guess draught? So this was a task given to me by another NPC, and it told me that I needed to go and talk to Tamala. So I'm going to say that. I'm developing many draughts, darling. You'll need to be more specific. Whichever one Zeki's interested in. Zeki said it enhances your senses. I like that one better. Oh, are you here at his behest? Well, yes I am. Look at the Sernuk in the background. That's pretty funny. I suppose I do know which one you speak of, but I just happened to give away my latest brew. If you would like a vial of your own, you will need to bring me a few things first. You can do there. It says it unlocked something else for me to do. That is the end of me interacting with her right now. There is this chat with Tamala, so I can talk to her. I can give her a gift. I can press the Y to find out what gift she wants. And then there's this. This I feel like I have to tell you about because you have to unlock relationship of at least level 4 for one of them to be your shep. And I have not done that. So even though I have not unlocked that with anybody, it's still telling me that. I have been playing this game since December. I still have not reached level 4 with anybody. You do so at your own pace. It's not important to me. It's very important to some players. Some players really concentrate on friendships. They unlocked everything. You don't have to be like them. You can just... be whatever you want to be, right? That's what my Nightbot says, you know? I like you just the way you are. So that's how you play the game. So it says it needs a heat root, a bright shroom, a lunar fairy moth, an enchanted pupfish. Once I collect all of those, then it's going to update and probably tell me to come back and talk to her. But I'm not going to do that today. I'm just showing you how a quest works. I'll also show you... That's what happens if you haven't built up friendship and you try to go into a door. You need a key to enter Tamala's, and you do that through relationships. So as you can see for Ashura, it says there it has a picture of a key. So I have unlocked the key to his room, but you don't do that for level 2. See, I have not unlocked her key. And I have not unlocked her key, so I cannot get into her room. I've played a year and have not done all of the friendships. Yeah, see? There you go. Hello, Debbie! Hello, Debbie. Debbie is in our chat today. So she plays as well. Alright, so we want to hunt for a disco deer. That's the question. That's what I'm going to look for one now. And to do that, I'm also going to tell you about these things in my inventory here before we get started. I have, it says activate. This is a buggy jar. It helps you locate rare insects. This is a dowsing rod. It helps you locate fish, rare fish. Well, more like just fish. It helps you locate the bubbling spots that I showed you earlier. It'll take you to all the bubbling spots. This is a hook for fishing. You can add that to have a better chance at catching fish. This, it's a compass. It's called a compass. It's to help you forage for resources. And this right here is for hunting. So I'm going to go ahead and activate that. You can hear the horn. It is going to show you where the disco deer is. It will also show you where that magical chappa is, where the magical muujin is. We haven't seen a magical muujin yet. So I'm just going to keep running. So that is not, see, it's not showing you that because it's not one of the things it's looking for. Oh, there's one of those doors that hasn't been unlocked yet. So eventually that's going to be something. So I'm just going to run. Oh, stream just ended. You had to refresh. All right. So nothing yet. So there is no disco deer anywhere around. There is no magic muujin. There is no magic chappa. Magic chappas are on the other side, though. They're on the south side. So I don't see anything. It's going to put something up into that compass at the top of the screen when it finds something. Tuning fork is fish. Yeah, well, I didn't call it a tuning fork. I called it something else. A dowsing rod. That's what I called it for fish. Yeah, gosh, there is nothing here. How can I demonstrate this if it's not going to pop up? Let me run this direction. And while I'm running, I'll look for those things that spawn in the side of walls. There! Alright, there. See that right there? So it is telling me whatever it's tracking was 193 meters away. So I'm going to run towards it. And we're going to see what it is. And I'm not going to do... It's going to last for like 3 hours in game. I'm not going to do the whole thing. Alright, 60 meters. The fact that I can't see it... There it is. That is a magic muujin. And when you hit it, or not hit it, it vanishes. And it pops up somewhere else. So now you can see, it's like telling me, okay, well now it's 30 meters away. So it's going to tell you where it goes. It just went into that tree. Did you see that? It just went into the tree. So if I chop the tree, this is where it helps to have other players with you, because they can be behind, there goes Tamala, they can be behind you with arrows. So you chop down the tree, it runs out, the people behind you with arrows shoot it. So see, you can barely see it, but it's going to jump into a tree somewhere. There it goes. So that is the idea behind that. Alright, so let's see. Oh, that bag right there is the wood. So I'm just going to leave that. So let's see if we can find a disco deer. Oops. Yeah, and you're not going to find a magic muujin over here because that's southern Bahari. And then after the disco deer, you can all tell me if I've... Oh, there's one. There's another one. So you're going to get the same general thing for any of those things I just pointed out. The compass, the dowsing rod, the buggy jar. It's going to be... Oh, is that another magic muujin? It's going to be the same thing. It's going to lead you to something valuable. There we go. So it kind of vanished. So the good thing about there it went, right there. So it went in there. So I'm just going to ignore it. But the good thing about the magic sernux, or the disco deer as everybody calls it, is it doesn't jump into trees. So they are a lot easier to hunt by yourself. Alright, come on, disco deer. I want to find one. Oh, now we're back down here. They're rarely down here. I don't think... There's sometimes up there too, but I think it would show up on my compass. So people play the game differently. Oh, wait, I should point this out. For Jan, Sweet Leaf. Oh, I can eat something, maybe. What can I eat? I don't want to eat a mushroom. Alright, well, I'm not going to worry about it. I can always throw things away if I need to, but Sweet Leaf you use to cook. So at least when you're first starting up the game, get every Sweet Leaf you can. Alright, magic muujin right there. So you hit it, it runs, it vanishes. It is not gonna jump in a tree, so all you have to do is follow it. Which is a lot easier to do when you use the tracking tool. And then they added on the top of them... Oh, there's a magic muujin too. Yeah, on the top of them it has a bar. And you can track your progress with the bar. So if I can catch up to it... Maybe it was over here. I hope it was over there. It is. So every time you hit it... See that? See that bar on top of its head? Thank you, Debbie! Oops. Uh-oh. Alright. Good. Alright, now etiquette says that you should flare it and then go into the map and say E2 magic muujin. So you would go to the chat and say E2 magic... Or not magic muujin. Disco deer. Sorry. Disco deer loot. So you would do that. That is etiquette. Let me get rid of something. You can throw away stuff to pick up something. It's etiquette, but you know, if you see nobody else chasing it, it's probably a good guess that nobody is actually after it. So let's see. I'm going to throw away... Oh, I can eat that. Hold on. I forgot I bought the steak. I can eat that. Because it was over here. So you, if your pockets are full, you can't pick it up. There we go. So that is a disco deer, as everybody calls it. Alright, is there anything I have not covered? It is now 8:30. I've been doing this for 2 hours. I like to make sure I'm covering everything. I'm looking around, like, is there something I haven't gone through? Obviously, I haven't covered the quests. I haven't covered any of... Oh, see, there it has a check mark there. It's telling me that to complete one of those quests that I have, it requires me to go to that spot. It has a check mark. I just wanted to point that out. So, yeah, as I was saying before, everybody plays the game their own way. Some people like hunting. Some people like catching bugs, and I actually don't have... Oh, there it is, a honey lure. I forgot about the honey lure. So this honey lure, if you place it down, it will attract insects. And you can put it in the chat. You could say, like, I'm in this cell, and I'm going to start a honey lure in an hour. Come join me. And then other people can come and join you and take part in the honey lure. So that's one of the few things that's really social. So I forgot to mention that. And there's also a pretty good chance to get a plushie if you do things in groups. So, like hunting in groups, catching bugs in groups, fishing in groups, you have a higher chance. I got level 116 while... Oh, hunting? 116 hunting while watching? Watching who? Watching me! Alright. Well, nothing else has popped up on the tracker. So If anybody else thinks of anything I haven't gone over, and, I mean, there's a lot of things I really haven't gone over, or there's anything you can think of that you think would be helpful. Again, as I said, like, times of days, things change. Oh, the flow trees, they start at midnight, and people typically chop them down at 3 a.m., but you can just be running around randomly and run into a flow tree. So in that case, you can either call it out, or if it's small enough, you can just like cut it down and not even bother, you know, if it's like 1 or 2 hits. If it's a really big flow tree, like, you know, it's one of, not necessarily that tree, I don't think you can cut that down at all. If it's like this, one of these trees, really big, you're going to need other people to help you cut it down. Alright, well, if nobody else has any questions, I think I've covered everything that I intend to cover. I did not cover the Kilima loot pile, but it is the same type of thing. So somewhere in Kilima in a line, basically from the water temple to the coast, in a line through Kilima. Somewhere every day there is going to be a pile, and if you pick it up you are going to get some sort of item, but it varies. So that is the only thing I didn't get a chance to go over. So if everybody's good, I was going to say this is the end of the stream, and then I'm going to use what little time I have left to hunt. So the Kilima pile is... It's by the abandoned dock. Oh, yeah, you mean in Kilima. Okay, I didn't pick that one up. Alright, so that is it for today. I want to thank you all for coming. I'm hoping that people watch this later. I'm hoping it will be helpful. I'm sure it will be helpful. Whether somebody wants to sit through 2 hours is a question. So what I'm going to do is it takes YouTube a little bit to process the video. Tomorrow, I'm going to sit down and break it up into chapters. So if you want to come back and say, oh, you know, I want to see what she said about Bahari, I want to see what she said about the underground, I want to see the buildings, I'm going to break all of that up into chapters. In the text it'll say where that chapter starts, and YouTube will automatically put a break in the video. So you can like take the pointer and say, hover over it, it's going to say, oh, this one is Kilima. Okay, I want to go and watch Kilima. So I'm going to do that tomorrow just because it takes YouTube a little bit to process it. So if you want to watch it later, keep that in mind. So I want to thank you all for coming. Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming, even if you don't play Palia. Thank you tremendously for the 17 likes. I really appreciate it. I hope the video didn't lag too much because I had a warning the entire time. And I will see you Thursday for actually playtime in Palia. So thank you for coming and watching.